Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome. Welcome to this conference on liberal democracy in the rearview mirror. My name is James Orbinski. I'm the 7th principal here at Massey College, and it's absolutely my delight and pleasure to invite you and to welcome you to the college. I hope that everyone will feel right now and then through the day welcome and willing to engage in active discussion and debate. I would like to just begin by acknowledging on behalf of Massey College that we are on the traditional territory of many Indigenous nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and that this territory is the home to many Indigenous peoples, including Inuit, Métis, from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have this opportunity to work and to share on this land. I do want to note that CBC Ideas is recording this conference for broadcast this morning and throughout the afternoon. So I ask that each of you please silence your phones, make sure in the very least that they're on airplane mode. As I've said, I'm the 7th principal of Massey College, and Massey is committed to cultivating learning, leadership, and civility for the public good around issues of contemporary concern. What are some of the issues of contemporary concern today? Well, there's certainly no shortage, that's for sure. We face major challenges of the global commons as never before. The 2025 Global Risks Report describes a fractured global landscape where escalating geopolitical, environmental, societal, and technological challenges threaten stability and progress. The Global Risk Report identifies, for example, artificial intelligence-infused disinformation as the greatest threat globally in a rapidly destabilizing and reconfiguring world. This is against a backdrop of biodiversity and ecosystem loss and a now inexorable global warming. There are many, many issues of contemporary concern. I've just highlighted 2 of them against a broader backdrop. But none is more pressing today than what has been imposed upon us by a populist American authoritarian president who is wreaking havoc domestically and who is frankly hell-bent on remaking the world. With constant bluster and bullying, domestically Donald Trump has centralized power to the executive, literally taken a chainsaw to government services, and started mass arrests and deportations. He is defying the courts and is going after lawyers and legislators who disagree with him, going after media and scientists whom he disagrees with, and he's going after universities, which are, in Vice President J.D. Vance's words, quote unquote, the enemy. And this includes Harvard. And Larry Summers, former president of Harvard, wrote last week in the New York Times opinion page that universities must resist for, quote, without acts of resistance, what protects the rule of law? Summers concludes in his piece that, quote, the future of universities and America are in the balance. Now, following his legitimate, and I note legitimate, election in the fall, on his inauguration day, Donald Trump declared a new golden age with the United States as an imperialist, expansionist power, willing to invade Greenland, the Panama Canal, and to annex Canada. While he has so-called blinked on his global reciprocal tariffs, in less than 80 days, he has blown up the 80-year-old global trading system that America created. Trump has literally changed the world. John Rapley of Cambridge University has declared that so, quote unquote, bizarre is Donald Trump's trade war that it effectively brings the Western age to its end. Now, for Canada, America is no longer a friend, but a potential predator at our border. This is truly an existential moment for our country. We need to invigorate and defend our democracy, and we need not simply to find, but to remake and create our place in the world, and most especially in partnership with the like-minded. This is a time where Canada must and will reimagine our society and the next chapter in our story as a country. Massey College is delighted to be part of this conversation. As citizens of Canada, we must not abandon who we are fundamentally. At Massey College and here at the University of Toronto, we must use our diversity of disciplines, of generations, of thought and acumen to imagine an even better Canada that is prosperous, caring, diverse, and strong. A Canada where everyone is included on an equitable footing. We must continue, and in fact more actively, to embrace the intentions of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and become true partners as three founding nations to our country. We must imagine a Canada with a new respect for the biosphere that gives us life, and a Canada where we can innovate and channel our technologies, both new and old, for the good of us, and not simply for the gain of those who control them. Though challenged as never before, we must not abandon, but we must invigorate our commitments to multilateralism, to human rights, to the laws of war, and the pursuit of justice and fairness, and especially for the Global South. Massey will be part of this conversation on Canada in the world.